Alright, anytime's a good time as any. Hello, my name is Debo, and this is going to be my walkthrough guide of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Recently just came out based on the original Final Fantasy game back in the day with some changes and alterations. Overall, the game is, in my opinion, not too difficult if you have a little bit of knowledge of what's going on and have the appropriate levels and appropriate materia setups to get through certain encounters. You can play along with this guide. You can follow it along. You can just skip to the boss parts if you need little information about my materia setups and everything I do. Timestamps for all the bosses and timestamps for a certain chapter. For, like, you know, if you need chapter 1, it's at this point, chapter 2, chapter 3, and that's going to be for the whole entire video series. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and get a new game started, and everything's going to be default. We're going to be playing the game on normal. We will be skipping all cutscenes. If you guys want to see the storyline of Final Fantasy VII, it's pretty much the same stuff for the most part from the original one. You would need to type inside of YouTube Final Fantasy VII Remake the movie or all cutscenes, and you can watch all the cutscenes you want. But this will be straight to the point and cutting right to battles and stuff like that. And, you know, just trying to keep the video short, because if I added all the cutscenes, I'd have to end up probably doing the whole video guide series within, like, maybe
you're coming with us. Nice and
7 to 10
easy.
videos, as opposed to me trying to get to some 4. We'll see how it goes, though. It might go 5. We'll see. I don't think it will get to that point. So the combat system's pretty straightforward. The score button allows you to, you know, do all your melee slashes with Cloud and stuff like that. Circle allows you to dodge. Holding R1 allows you to guard.
Freeze!
The dodge I use more than the guard. I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of battles in certain situations where you take guaranteed damage, where if you guard, it will mitigate things a lot. Through the normal playthrough, I don't think you have to worry too much about that. For all future playthroughs, the thing I will tell you is that for hard mode, you will need to have a very good understanding of the battling systems and how to approach every situation, and I can definitely see that mode
you're
being,
coming with us.
Requiring a lot more attention to detail. I will say this though, the funny thing about it, people have discovered a pretty nice setup with Barrett that abuses how fast he can get active battle charges, and then utilize that and convert it into just basically never being able to die. Biggest difference between normal and hard mode is that in hard mode you can't use any items. Since we're doing a normal playthrough, we're going to utilize items as much as possible. I'm going to be using more towards magic. That's just what I found to be pretty solid for what I try to use everything for. But I will, one thing that will be different than my first playthrough of this game is that I am going to make sure everybody has a nice, healthy amount of materia. There's a lot of times in this game where they constantly split up your party, and there's sometimes, and even if you don't want to get additional materia for all your characters, you can kind of swap them around still. It's just that sometimes when you run into a situation, change that person's materia setup before you engage in that set of events. But long story short, we're going to make sure 2 people have pure materia and 1 person always has prayer materia. Prayer materia is very strong. It's the best used on Eric. As to the, you know, having 2 cures or 2 healing magics is perfectly fine. We're going to have 2 sets of lightning, fire, ice, all that typical stuff. And then we'll have MP, HP up on everybody. And I don't think I'm going to lean heavily into magic like I did before, but who knows, we'll see what goes on. And that's about it. Magic is very strong in this game, but you want to use the lower level casting magic, because the higher level magic spells do take a while to cast, and if the enemy interrupts your animation before it completes, not only will you lose mana or your mana points,
we've got company.
You will also not even execute the ability. So that's something to keep in mind too. Now, all the characters are a little bit different. They all have little specialty skills. Cloud is pretty straightforward. You know, he got his regular sword attacks. He does have like a different stance mode, Punisher mode, where he does more damage. In all honesty, since I did mostly predominantly a magic playthrough, I really didn't use any type of, how do you say, Punisher tactics or anything like that. Because like I said, all my damage didn't derive from physical, but I imagine if you were to kind of make Cloud into like a bruiser where you just, you know, get everything that increases attack, try to increase his strength and focus on melee attacks, that probably could be pretty fruitful. I didn't do that because there's a lot of situations where Cloud won't be able to hit the target, but then again, you also have options of switching to another character as well. And basically we're just kind of battling into the Remake reactor. The ATB charges you see, the maximum amount of ATB charges you have is 2. In order to cast magic or use an item or use a special, you know, skill, you must have at least 1 ATB, and some skills they'll tell you, okay, this one needs 2. So the name of the game is to charge that ATB up fast so you can keep using your abilities and skills and never have to have that much of a downtime. Once you get time magic and you're able to increase the rate in which you attack, it is a godsend. It makes things a lot easier. Once you get the synergy materia that allows you to kind of, it's effectively, if you play Final Fantasy VII, it's equivalent to all materia. It will hit everybody on the screen, whether it's magic or a positive or negative buff. That's also a very good skill to have.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open.
And that's pretty much about it. Everybody has their own little setups. Everybody has their own uniqueness and quirkiness. There will be times in which Cloud won't be able to reach the target, and he'll have to rely on his ATB naturally charging and casting a magical spell. Or he'll have to use Barret, which has ranged attack. I want to let you know off the bat, though, you don't really get Barret back until pretty much later on in the game. In the very beginning of it, you're going to be utilizing a lot of Cloud. You're going to be utilizing a lot of Tiffany. And, oh, actually, you know, you use Barret for a little bit. But, then at that point, you'll be using